I know, long time, right? Almost a year, well, over a year. Where have we been? Of course, this pandemic has us all just everywhere. Um, so we didn't move to Florida. Just quick update on everything to get you all caught up because I'm gonna start doing videos again. Yeah, I cut my hair. Doesn't it look great? Yay. But we didn't move to Florida because as soon as we got everything into the U-Haul, everything done, the pandemic hit, and we couldn't move to Florida. So we had like less than a month to find a new place. And we were so lucky because we found a magnificent house, like just my dream house. And just fantastic. And so we stayed in the state we were in. We are still planning on moving to Florida, but not for a while now. Still plan on buying a house. Still have all those plans in order. So yeah, so we're still here. Pregnancy wise, we've been trying, as you guys all know. We did get pregnant twice, but we lost those pregnancies. Yes. But we knew that that was a possibility, especially after a vasectomy. After a vasectomy reversal, we knew that that could happen. So we are still trying. So hopefully in the next soon we will be blessed again. Everything is going great. The kids are growing. Just everything is great right now. And we did go through kind of like a rough patch, of course, when we lost the pregnancies and stuff. And, you know, it's just something that happens. So I will be making my pregnancy updates again. Well, my trying to conceive updates again. I will start those again. Just a lot has changed for us. Just a lot. But yeah, we're getting ready for Easter. We got another puppy, Saint Bernards. We have 3 Saint Bernards now. We of course have my baby Chunk when he is so big, and then we now have Tokra and Hathor. Sorry, something blew in my eye. And then oh, all the kids are now vegan. Yes, you heard me right. And it took me from trying to like get them, like force them to be vegan. And then of course my husband is not, but he still eats his meats. And I still cook his meats for him and stuff because that's how I met him. That's what he chooses and he wants to eat. I'm fine with that. I still love him. But our kids are now fully vegan. And I absolutely love that. And the best thing is I quit forcing them and I just decided to let them choose on their own. And one day, our youngest, Ruth Ann came up to me and was like, Mom, what are you making? And I was like, oh, I'm making your dad's dinner. And she's like, is that animal? Or is that chicken? And I was like, yeah, it's chicken. And she goes, but isn't that our friend? And I was like, yeah, it is. And she looks at me and she's like, Mom, I don't want to eat our friends. She's like, and it just kind of astonished me. And I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to eat that stuff anymore. She's like, I don't want that, Mom. She's like, I want to eat like you eat. And she goes, because I love everybody. And those are my friends. And I was like, okay, that's totally fine. So, of course, as I was grocery shopping for myself, since I was vegan, but I was still letting the kids eat their food. But when I cook, I would make vegan food. So they were still eating vegan, but they were still eating like the non-vegan like snacks, and their dad would give them a hot dog or they would have a cheeseburger. And finally I was just like, okay, everybody, we're done. We're all vegan. And they were like, okay. And I have not had a complaint. Not one. So that is a huge step for us. Well, for me emotionally and my children, which is fantastic that they are finally on board with it and I'm not having to force it. And let's see. Oh yeah, like I said, my hubby, he still eats Like, when I cook everything vegan. Everything is vegan. There's snacks and everything like that. I still cook everything at home. I make them their granola now. I make granola bars at home now. I make their vegan cheese crackers at home. I do the cookies and the muffins and stuff like that because, as you guys know, there isn't a large variety of that stuff around where we live right now. Well, we have like our Whole Foods and our things like that. But it's becoming so more mainstream now that when I go grocery shopping and if I don't want to make something, it's kind of hard to find because it's already out of stock. That's Bubba crying at the door because he wants the Easter baskets because I did the Easter baskets and he's crying for Easter baskets at the door. He's like, please let me in to get the candy, but not till tomorrow. So it's becoming harder to find like the pre-made vegan if you want muffins or anything like that. So I have had to take up just baking everything. I just make everything. I make the bread, I make the granola, I make the cereals. Like I cut out all sugar cereals. And now my children are on the granola cereal that I make for them, or they're just like on Cheerios or the puffed rice, brown rice cereal, which they absolutely love. I just cut out all the sugar pre-made cereal kind of thing, even though some of them are vegan, but I just needed my children healthier. And I just feel better making everything for them at home because I know what's going into it and there's not a lot of chemicals and it's not a lot of processed food and it's fantastic. And I love like the Gardeins and stuff like that to put in stuff, but I have actually mellowed out on, and what I mean by mellowed out on that is I have taken down our eating of the processed like vegan chicken and vegan meats and stuff like that. I'm more focusing on like the vegetables and the lentils, and of course I do have my children on vegan friendly vitamins now, myself as well, and I'm just trying to take out the vegan processed stuff, if that makes any sense at all. And like the snacks and the candies and stuff like that. And it's fantastic. My kids are doing great. As long as I have fruit in the house, my kids will go for fruit before anything else, which I absolutely adore. The oranges and the bananas and the strawberries and the mixed fruit and things like that. My kids will eat that before anything else in the house, which I absolutely love. So I try to make sure that we have a good stock of all fruits in the house. And like their morning smoothies, we started doing morning smoothies. They adore the morning smoothies. And I put some chia seeds, some hemp, some spinach, bananas, strawberries, some mango or pineapple or whatever. And I'll throw it in there. And they love that. And it took me a while to get them to do like the vegan tofu eggs in the morning, but I finally figured out a recipe that they absolutely love. So now I can I started implementing and adding in the vegan eggs in the morning and with the tofu and some turmeric to turn them, the egg color, and the black salt, because as you know, the black salt has that egg flavor. No, Bubba! You are not getting it. No. Sorry. He really wants the basket. He really wants the basket, but he can't have it. So he's like at my door, like, I'm crying. You guys can probably hear him, but that is the life with 8 kids, and it happens. Because I know the second that I unlock that door, he's gonna be in here, and he's just gonna be like, my candy, and I'll be like, no. And yes, the Easter baskets are vegan friendly, which is awesome. And just there's a lot of vegan candy options if you want to do that kind of stuff. Like for Halloween, since we did not do Halloween this year, or last year now, we just made Halloween baskets for everybody like you would do for Easter baskets. Yeah, homeschooling is going fantastic. We are on to our second year of homeschooling, and the kids already finished their first books. We are on to the second books now, and homeschooling is just going fantastic. I'll have to show you my new setup here at the house, at our new house, because I actually reorganized everything. And I kind of decided to do a different approach this year just to try it from our first year. Because as you know, when you are a first-time homeschooler and you are homeschooling your children, you're kind of hectic, but you're trying to pull it together. And now that we're on our second year of homeschooling, I've got it down, but I wanted to implement something else, which is kind of like an unschooling kind of way of homeschooling. I am more letting them think they're playing games, but they're actually learning, and it's working like way better than when I was trying to do it structurally and trying to like have them do books and all of that. And they're enjoying what I have implemented for our school, for our homeschooling, and it's working and it's fantastic. And then they had to do like the end of the year schooling and stuff like that. And from the year that I pulled them out to their first testing for the year, they went up like 4 grade levels. Like, I cannot express how well homeschooling has worked for my children. Like, I just can't. I'm so proud of my children. Like, they are so smart. It's like, I don't rush them. I don't like push them. I let them do it on their own. If they have questions, if they have anything that they want to ask me, I'm there. I'm there to explain stuff. I'm there to show them, and they're good to go. And I let them take their time. I let them think the way that their brains need to think to understand it. And it is working perfectly. I'm amazed at how well they are retaining information and working on stuff and getting stuff down homeschooling and not in a school system. And it's so much more peaceful. Oh, yes. Like, I'm just amazed at how smart they are now. Well, they're smarter. Like, I just feel that they are smarter and they are learning more and they're retaining more information. And I think that's because I'm not pushing them. They're not being pushed. They're not on like this, you got an A, you got a B, you got a D kind of thing. It's just learn how you want to learn. Think of it how you want to think of it. There is no wrong answer. There is no wrong way. Do you, baby. Do you. And I'm so proud of them. So yeah, we're doing it on schooling, and I'll have to do a video to show you guys my whole new setup for that. Let's see what else. What else? What else? There's just a lot happening. I think that's about all. Yeah. So I'm going to put some more videos up. Some recipe videos, because as you guys know, I've been working on a cookbook. And it's been like 2 years now in the making. But I already know my format and how I'm laying out my cookbook and stuff like that. And so I'll share some recipes with you guys that I have made, that I have done. And if you guys are on my actual Facebook, you guys know that I'm part of some of the vegan groups and stuff like that. And I share some of my recipes there. Like, I will share it on there because it's part of the rules for being in those groups. But I share a lot of the recipes that I'm doing and that I'm trying out. And it is so easy to convert regular recipes to vegan. And I will find a lot of recipes and I'll convert them to vegan, and then I will just kind of redo them and rework them to my family's tasting, my family's liking. And then I just stick with that recipe because it works, and my children and I and my husband like that recipe once I changed it up, or might not have changed it up. So I'll do more of those. What else? There's just a lot of stuff I can do right now because I'm at home. Like, I'm trying out new makeup. I'm trying out new things. Like, yeah, like I'm just trying a bunch of new stuff out. Got a whole new facial thing down. Got a whole new hair system down because I cut my hair today. They cut a lot off, like a lot, but I wanted to like cut off all of the caca parts and just, you know. So yeah, it is great to be back. I will have a ton of more videos coming, and I will start doing more videos because that is one of my things for this year, to kind of keep everybody updated and just do it. Yeah. So it is nice to be back finally. And health-wise, going great. I'm still in remission. I am still doing great. And I just had my checkup and they said everything looks fantastic for my sarcoidosis, so that's good. So yeah, so like I said, I'm glad to be back, and I'm sorry about such long break. Can't even talk. Such the long break. Yeah. Sorry for such the long break in videos. So yeah, so like I said, I'll start getting more videos up, and they're just going to be random videos. There's not going to be like, oh, here's a bunch of this or here's a bunch of that. It's just going to be random videos, okay? It is what I can get in and whatever I post. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.